Hey everyone! Welcome back to another episode of our hilarious church tales. Today I've got a hilarious clash between Deacon Paul and Pastor Sean that you just can't miss. Trust me, this one's going to have you in stitches. It all started one sunny afternoon when Deacon Paul called out to Pastor Sean, "Pastor Sean, are you coming to church tomorrow?" It seemed like a simple enough question, right? But instead of a simple yes or no, things took a turn for the funny. You see, sometimes the simplest questions can lead to the most unexpected and hilarious situations. Pastor Sean, who was clearly in a mood, shouted back, "No, I'm not, because you sound like you're shouting at me." Can you believe that? He thought Deacon Paul was yelling at him. Now you gotta visualize this in your head. Picture it, a sunny day, a wide parking lot, and two men trying to communicate across the distance. Deacon Paul, who was standing way across the parking lot, tried to explain, "No, I wasn't shouting, it was very far. He was just trying to be heard over the distance. I mean, come on, the guy just wanted to make sure Pastor Sean was coming to church. It's not like he was trying to start a shouting match." But Pastor Sean wasn't having any of it. He was convinced that Deacon Paul was yelling at him, and he wasn't about to back down. He didn't realize that Deacon Paul was just trying to be heard over the distance. It was a classic case of misunderstanding. Instead, he was getting all worked up, thinking Deacon Paul was yelling at him. Classic misunderstanding, right? It's like something straight out of a sitcom. So in the middle of this parking lot showdown, Deacon Paul is trying to keep his cool. He's thinking, how do I get through to this guy? He's like, "Dude, I'm just trying to get your attention from over here. It's not like I'm mad at you or anything." He was just trying to clear up the confusion. Meanwhile, Pastor Sean is fuming, and it's starting to look like this could escalate. But here's the kicker. This whole situation could have been avoided with a little bit of patience and understanding. Pastor Sean didn't remember Ephesians 4:6. You know the one, "Be angry and do not sin. Do not let the sun go down on your wrath." It's a verse that reminds us to keep our cool. Yeah, that's right, the good old Bible verse about keeping your cool. It's a reminder that sometimes we need to take a step back and breathe. So, here we are with Pastor Sean getting all flustered and Deacon Paul trying to get his point across. It's like a comedy sketch that writes itself. It's like a comedy sketch that writes itself. You can almost hear the laugh track in the background. Imagine if Pastor Sean had just taken a moment to remember that verse. Things might have gone a lot smoother. Sometimes all it takes is a moment of reflection. In the end, Deacon Paul finally managed to walk over and explain the whole situation. He took the time to clear things up face to face. They both had a good laugh about it, and Pastor Sean admitted that he might have overreacted. It was a moment of realization and reconciliation. So, moral of the story, folks, communication is key. It's important to make sure we understand each other, especially when there's a distance involved. And maybe, just maybe, remember to take a deep breath and think of Ephesians 4:6 before jumping to conclusions. It's a lesson we can all take to heart. Alright, that's it for today's dose of laughter. I hope you enjoyed this little tale of Deacon Paul and Pastor Sean. If you enjoyed this little tale of Deacon Paul and Pastor Sean, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more funny stories. We've got plenty more where that came from. See you in the next video. Peace out. And remember, keep smiling and stay blessed.